At the bottom left of Cloud Kingdom, starting in red is our Terran player. He is
Fnatic alive.
No lady calls today.
no. No lady calls, not this time. Focusing on StarCraft 2. So is his opponent. To the top right. Cross position, of course, in this two-player map. The Protoss player starting in blue.
SKMC.
Takes the initials of his given name for his ID. And you know, he doesn't look shaken, but he doesn't look like the same level of confidence that you would come to expect from MC, especially considering he's in the round of 4 of OSL right now. It's hard to focus on 2 big tournaments at once. I know that SK Telecom, the company in Korea, the big cell phone company, created an Android and named it Rain, and he is in 2 round of 4s and just doesn't care about anything, but that's, you know, I'm talking about human beings here. I'm not talking about processes that were manufactured by machines.
Well, the boss toss, on the other hand, the one thing that he's really known for is that he always bounces back, even when he was out of Code A, because Monster back then defeated him. He still bounced back. He won the foreign tournaments, got an invite into the GSL once again, and proved immediately that this is where he belongs.
Yeah, he trains really hard. He's got a lot of supporting fans, as well as his girlfriend who came to the studio today. Alive wins 85.7% of the time when he takes that first game, so that's an interesting stat to have.
That's a really scary stat.
Yeah, that's not good for MC right now.
I hope nobody told MC. He will be like, what?
It like pops up on MC's screen, he's like trying to count his probes, he like doesn't know how many are there, and it's just like, by the way. It covers the screen, he's like, I'm trying to see how many probes. What?
Just
like,
a friendly hint. You know, you always get those notifications when your units are in danger, and it's like this danger sign. Yeah. You don't want to play Alive when you lost the first map, man.
And my favorite is when I'm playing a game and then suddenly this thing pops up and says, your friend got the meat grinder achievement. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I guess my friend probably just stormed a bunch of SCVs or something. This probe is still alive here, and he... Oh, wow. Will you see the second? He did not see it.
Nope. He actually did. The SCV is being blocked and nearly killed, but he decides, okay, I can't get out of here alive, so I just have to get into the main base once more, and maybe I'll see something interesting.
He'd rather die to a particle disruptor than a Zealot Sideblade. So he's going to take the Stalker. Oh!
Gets away, gets out of there, but then the Stalker is positioned. He's like, nope, not gonna happen, buddy. Sorry. Not today, not on my watch.
Can I just say that Heaven adds a 3rd dimension to this game? I'm like, whoa. When I watch him observe, I'm like, I think that we're like actually in the game right now. I feel like I can fly, actually. I am like the space shark right now, just floating around looking at everything. A ton of chrono energy here for MC. He's using a lot of it on this. He may actually do a 6-gate or something like that.
Well, he has 2 additional gates now. He has the Nexus, of course, being built, halfway done so far. And he has another gate too. He's adding a 4th gate already.
It looks like he's just going to do 4 gateway pressure.
Yeah.
The Nexus isn't as far along as I thought it was. But yeah, he's got that chrono boost hitting that Cybernite's core repeatedly, even chrono boosting out his Sentry now as well.
Upgrade complete.
You know, very normally with this type of build, you see either 2 gates and then a robo, or a robo and then 2 gates. But with the 3 extra gates, he's just saying, Alive, if you made a fast 3rd command center that I don't know about, or if you're not making those bunkers, you're just going to die here.
Yeah. There was a time when we saw all this 3-gate pressure coming of Protoss players. These days, they are not really confident in doing this anymore, but with the 4 gates that MC is currently building, he'll definitely be able to get a lot of gateway units and pressure Alive. But on the other hand, he's already losing a lot of hit points there on his first Stalker.
Here's the pylon. He's actually undetected.
No, he saw it. He saw the probe, and he's walking back.
But he won't be able to stop the pylon, I don't think. If he makes 2...
No, she should at least be able to spot it, but he misses the probe and the pylon and walks to the right side.
This is a scary moment for Alive. He is making that 2nd bunker, though. That's what really counts. Without the 2nd bunker, he'd probably just die here.
He at least got the idea. He's like, wait a second, this probe's coming back. He wants to set up a forward pylon. Okay, I can't actually find it. I can't take the probe down nor the pylon. I don't know for sure it's coming, but better safe than sorry. Getting another bunker now.
And this is MC we're talking about here. He is the king of 2-base pressure. He is not any pro prime, all right? He's not Hongen. He is Min Chul, and he's going in. There's a third bunker. You need a third bunker when you face MC.
He saw what's coming. The Marines spotted it, and now, of course, he has to make sure that he's able to repair the bunker.
It's going to be so tough. There's so much versatile energy available.
The SCVs are in position. That's exactly what he was waiting for.
MC is warping in additional zealots right now. He's just trying to pick off some of those SCVs at the front.
Nice micro so far by Alive. The third bunker is ready. This is going to be really tough for MC to pull off.
I think he's actually just going to start a Robo back at home or a Twilight Council and just kind of pull back here. There's no way you can really make this work. I mean,
especially with the Marauders now coming out and the Stim upgrade nearly being completed.
He's got this high ground position with the Marauder. No concussive shells yet, of course.
A fourth bunker is being built. Alive wants to be super safe here.
I admire that.
Yeah, Alive is sitting there. It's like, no way you are breaking through. I'm not going to fall in this trap where I'm trying to be too greedy and then suddenly you crush me with gateway units.
MC is really committing to this, warping another Stalker now. He's got a third gas going up back at the natural, but this is a very scary position. Obviously, MC with a massive supply lead in Army, 46 to 29 right now.
But the composition for Alive is just great in order to defend, and Stim is ready.
Guardian
Stim is ready, and he's using it. He's using his Stim right now with those Marauders on high ground. He snipes or tries to snipe the sentries. Does a lot of good damage here. The first bunker is down. The force fields are good, but there are so many SCVs still alive, and Alive is playing this really well.
Yeah, and MC gets out. Units lost vastly in favor of Alive, about 550 different there. Now MC takes his third and fourth gas.
And MC is ahead in the work account, but Alive has those two mules. He has, of course, the SCVs.
And Stim, combat shields, and medevacs.
Exactly. The tech is great for Alive. But see, what is he doing? He's now adding the robotics because he has to fall back into his tech. He just talked about the extra gas that he's taking. But in regards to tech in general, he's way behind of his opponent.
Alive is going great now. Really making those bunkers, not hesitating there. That's the kind of choice you have to make in this type of situation. When you're facing MC, you know, I joked, you know, when you're facing MC, you need a third bunker, but Alive said, no, I want 4. I'm not taking any chances here, even though he's up a game. He wants to be 100% safe against the President Rodos here.
It's just so annoying when you know what's coming, but you try to get away with less bunkers. You don't want to play too safe, and then suddenly you just lose the game, even though you knew you were in a great position. So Alive playing this very smart. And right now we see him going for the double engineering bay. He wants to have the upgrades. He's going for a drop play. He sends another small amount of units across the map. He needs to be careful with the medevacs because MC expects drops to happen. Has Stalkers in position, and if those Stalkers are able to take down the medevacs with all those units, and then of course it's going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, this is one thing you can do when you're ahead, is to try to drop, but like you said, if he is in position,
there's
he
the drop
these.
at the top, and
oh wow, he's going to catch them. There's enough units here to actually just fight this.
Yeah, he's going in, there's the Stim, and he tries to take down as many Harvesters as possible. He just focuses down Harvesters.
Yeah, right now in total 13 killed.
13 killed, loses a lot of Marines and Marauders, but the Harvester count is now in favor of Alive.
Yeah, 10 up.
In addition to the mules, of course.
Yeah, his economy is insane compared to MC right now. MC is about to have Blink.
A good economy, good tech. Yeah, MC has Blink, but now +1/+1 will be started for Alive. There it is. MC
exactly.
so far doesn't have any upgrades.
No upgrades, no real other tech here. There's a Temple Archives, but
the problem for MC currently is what you want to have when your opponent hits a decent upgrade, a decent biocomposition with medevac support, and also has the upgrades. Combat Shield, Stim, Concussive Shell, goes for 1/1. You want to have either Colossi or Storm. You need some kind of area of effect damage in order to deal with the massive bio units. And then the Terran player responds with either getting the Ghosts or the Vikings, depending on what exactly is appropriate given the situation. But MC just doesn't have this tech. So Alive now has a really strong force on the game. MC has no means of attacking, no means of being aggressive. He has to be really cautious because if Alive gets into a good position at the third base, for example, MC will never be able to defend.
Certainly so. MC with a slight risk here taking that Nexus, whereas Alive has his third base up really late. And knowing this, he has to be aggressive. He has to try to find a gap in MC's defenses. MC is only down 10 supply and army, but that composition for Alive is so much better because still, there is no charge. Still, Storm is not done. He's got no Colossi on the map. If he just fights and kites, MC dies.
Alive has a window here. A window, of course, that he might not be aware of. But with good scans, he might be able to look what's coming. He's going for a massive drop at the natural while the rest of his bio units is walking over to the left. He has to be careful though. With good feedbacks, those medivacs might just die.
Yeah, you were so right there. Force field goes down.
And the observer sees it. He knows there's an observer. He takes it down. But it's very risky to drop into the natural now.
He's actually going to maybe attack at the third base, but MC has enough units there as well. MC has Storm ready.
Uh-oh, that was the first feedback. Medivac not dying.
Yeah, none of these medivacs within 150 energy yet to be killed.
Really tense situation here.
MC's not even really mining from his third base. He's just so preoccupied with the defense.
And Storm is about to be done. 1-1 is ready, but Storm will be done. And now suddenly we have those small, these units to the left side, the small task force of Alive ready to charge into the third base. But
Captain mistake there.
Yeah, bit of a problem, but he can walk into the choke point if he wants, so there are no Storms available at this point. But
Great choice here to try to target down some of these Templar forces and Archon. He's going to get several Templar. A beautiful trade by Alive, and he's going to run into the third and try to get that concave.
He falls back, but yeah, this is... he's trying to commit again. He needs to be careful, of course, with the force fields.
Yeah, the force fields work against him.
Very well done with the medivacs. Nice pickup here. Really well done. The energy...
MC's got to pull back. He can't fight like this with the force fields there.
Those zealots just don't stand a chance.
MC is really thin in the water right now. Nice pickups moving forward, and Alive just breaks through, dropping more Marauders here. He's got the perfect composition. MC may be down and out here.
Alive drops on the other side of the force fields, moving in. Those sentries are gone. No more force fields for the boss toss, and Alive doing so much damage. MC already 40 supply behind his opponent. +2/+2 has been started for Alive. The Fanatic Terran is on a roll here. The reinforcements heading into the natural, doing so much damage. The worker count at 54. Oh wow, MC is really hurting.
He really is. The defender's advantage showing through a little bit as he is able to push these units back with that warp bait technology, but so much damage already done. Alive taking a huge supply lead. Was not able to kill the Nexus though, and that's a big problem. The worker count is not drastically different. It's pretty nice that Alive has the extra mules though as well with his army, but the upgrades are going to continue to become a problem. MC still does not have those.
And we now have +2/+2, halfway done. We have the Ghost Academy in the game. He will continue Ghost production very soon in order to deal with those High Templars. MC is still able to hold. He's still able to stay in the game, but he lost a lot more resources than his opponent and is now, of course, still hurting from this last attack. Gas at the third has now been taken for life. He started the Mobius reactor. This is one of the things that he could have done a little bit earlier, but of course, being occupied with this multi-prong attack that he executed, it's quite understandable that he was not able to start the upgrade just yet. And once again, moving in with a drop.
Catching some stocks in the middle of the map as well.
An observer saw the drop heading in, but I don't think he realized what was happening. Now he's pulling those units away. He might actually lose the Nexus here.
If he targets it, maybe he gets it. He targeted it down.
The Nexus will die. He cannot save it. There's another small force at the third.
He was so scared that there was going to be a big attack at the third base, but there just was not. He took a gamble. He was like, well, my third base is more important here. But there was no attack. There was a fake small force by Alive, but no big attack going over there. So MC's units were just on the wrong side of the map at the wrong time.
+2/+2, Wolf, it's going to be done. In just a few seconds, it's done. And there's not a single upgrade for MC. He does not have one upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong here, but could you just double check?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
0/0/0.
He's got the forges, but he hasn't afforded to be able to use them yet.
+2/+2 against not a single upgrade.
The only thing he's got is Storms. You know, Storms ignore upgrades, but there's just such a large army for Alive, not to mention the Ghosts.
With good Ghost Micro, he can definitely pull this off, and now even +3/+3 has been started. Alive just doesn't stop.
He doesn't. Here we go. He's trying to bait out some Storms here. He's going to catch 2 Zealots.
The Marine
One Marine is a problem.
Chuck Norris is going strong. This guy has 9 kills. He's a corporal already.
Oh, the Templar got taken out here. A great Zealot service area by MC. The Archon's doing some extra damage at the back.
The stutter step is too much, though. They are charging in once again with the medevac support. It looks like Alive will just do too much damage. There are more Ghosts waiting for the army of MC to approach. And as soon as he walks up the ramp, there will be EMPs and those Archons will be without shields.
Yeah. He's trying to grab this pylon here. He won't be able to get it. But the situation now is, of course, 3 base against 2 with the 4th command center being made. He's got 3-3. The production tab tells it all. MC not making a single thing right now, whereas Alive has 2 medevacs, 5 ghosts, 3-3, another command center.
This could be so brutal. MC needs not only a small, but really a huge miracle in order to make this work. With perfect storms, somehow dodging the snipes of the ghosts, maybe? But this just looks like it's going to be checkmate. All the pieces are in position for Alive, and he's just waiting for for MC to make one final mistake.
He's sending these Marines up to the north. There's no answer for them there. Was way oversaturated third is going to get ripped apart here.
Oh wow, those Marines, look at this, taking down so many Harvesters. MC is not reacting at all. Finally the Zealots charging in, but there's just too much damage done. MC now is down to 34 Harvester supply.
On the bright side, I guess he's not so oversaturated anymore. There's actually so many ghosts on the map right now. 9 to 5 ghosts to high tempo radium. He erases the army with his EMPs.
There's so many ghosts. He walks in, loses too many of them, but the rest of the army moves in. GG.
His ghosts are walking in like, I don't even know what to EMP what's left. Alive with a 2-0 victory here. MC maybe round of 4 in OSL, but Alive says, I'm going to Codes. I'm in round number 3. Maybe I could take out Creator if I took out the boss toss.
And Creator has to be very careful now. He will study those games and have a closer look at what Alive did with MC today. This is going to be an epic match next week. I'm so looking forward to Creator against Alive. It's going to be great.
It is going to be awesome, man. Well, now MC can focus on his OSL match next week. A week from today, in fact.
And as mentioned before, he's not out of the GSL. He's not out of Code A. He will play in the Up and Downs. I think the Up and Downs actually take place in... Is it in 2 weeks? I think after the 20th, after the Code S finals.
Yeah, right after finals.
Yep. So don't miss out on those, because we have a lot of amazing players. But talking about amazing players, we just saw Alive against MC. Alive making it look a little bit easy. It was good games nonetheless. 2-0 for the Terran player for Fnatic. So he advanced to the 3rd round. Is going to meet Creator. And we are having another game coming up very soon. Protoss versus Zerg, with Roro actually meeting Slayer's Ryung. Therefore we have a Protoss Zerg versus Terran, not a ZVP. Yeah, that's going to happen in about 5 minutes, so we are heading into another break, and when we are back, we have the Zerg versus Terran in order to close out the day. See you in a few, guys. Get the GSL Code.